Olden Nikki here with another Halo 4 campaign mission walkthrough. Today I'm doing the second mission in Halo 4 Requiem, and I'm doing it legendary with all skulls on, solo, and this is a no-death run, so it qualifies as a mythic run. My goal here was to try to really cut in and run the mission much faster than my original run, which was 1 hour and 24, and I did this one in somewhere around 35 minutes or so, so I definitely succeeded. But first thing we do here is we run to that grunt, grab the fuel rod cannon, go over this way, grab some fuel rod cannon ammo, and by the way, in Reach, Halo Reach, that was a fuel rod gun, or shortened to FRG. But in Halo 4, it's designated a fuel rod cannon, so please forgive me if I get confused once in a while in the terminology. Anyway, we're following this path. We're sprinting and bunny hopping, and it seems that there's an awful lot of running in Halo 4. Okay, we come out here to view a massive Forerunner structure that has nothing to do with the mission. And we just keep following this path, and we'll be coming up to a hog on the right, which we're going to ignore. We're going to go towards that hog at the end of this little container. But first we grab a battle rifle and jump in the hog, and off we go to the races. And now we're driving a lot. And anybody who's done this mission before at any level knows that there is an achievement called getting big air on Requiem at midnight, which basically meant you had to do one of these jumps in your hog at the stroke of midnight, which I kind of thought was a silly achievement, but hey, nonetheless, I did it, I got it. Okay, and you just keep following the path. Now what we're going to be doing in the beginning of the mission is a couple of skips that are basically called backtrack skips, very similar to the Pillar of Autumn and Reach, where you did a backtrack to despawn elites. We're going to be doing this to despawn some coveys, and we're actually going to do it twice, and that last jump we just did, that area is important for this skip. But
Chief, I'm hearing that strange signal again. Stronger this time.
Well, we just keep running along here in the hog, driving away. As we come out of this cave system, there's a bunch of coveys getting ready to land there, but we're just going to turn around and go back the other way, and this is going to help initiate the first skip. So we're going back to that last gap that we jumped, and seems to me the hog is not very fast when you got a long way to travel. Alright, just swing the hog up here and park it. Alright, jump out. Run up to this little spot here. Got a little black mark there. Ease on the right. Put your foot there. Do a crouch jump across to here. Walk up to the platform. Aim to the right side of that thingy. Do another crouch jump and turn left and jump. And notice that screen freeze. That basically has initiated the first skip. Okay, sprint jump back across that platform. If you just jump or you crouch jump, you will not make it. And off we go, back to the valley. Yeah, crap, if I could only drive. Boy, that added a few seconds to the run. Okay, back out into the valley, and all the coveys in the valley are gone. Next covey, or the first covey we actually have to deal with, is a concussion rifle elite that's guarding a pathway up to the cartographer's building, which we have to get to. So we're going to park our hog right about here, jump out, get on the 50 cal. First thing we want to do is take down the sniper tower, because he tends to try to hide behind it so that you can't fire at him. And once we get this out of the way, there it goes, we have basically open access to him, and just keep firing at him with the 50 cal. I think the barrel overheats one time here, but his shields will eventually pop. Yeah, then my barrel overheated right there. So I'm actually firing and pausing, firing and pausing. There we go. The shields are popped. Okay, now some people will run up and try to assassinate that elite. Some people will use a ghost to do it. I prefer this method. It takes a little bit longer, but it's definitely safer. Okay, now what I'm doing here is I'm going back to that first sniper tower in the valley to grab a ghost, because we're going to set up the second skip. Okay, and we're going to go back, ultimately back to that gap where we did that last jump, and we kind of jumped across the bridge. But this time we're going to use a ghost and not the hog. First thing I want to do is I'm going to set this ghost up right here, and I'm going to run back this way, because there's another ghost I'm going to grab. And the reason I'm doing this is, well, twofold. One is I'm going to set up a relay race with ghosts, but two, to get the ghost up through this pillar, a lot of people can wedge it up on the left side, and I just can't do it. This is a much easier way to do it. By the way, if you hit your jump key in the ghost, it will lift the nose. Alright, we're going to park the ghost right there, go through this pillar, immediately back up around to this corner, because we're going to have to deal with 3 grunts that just spawned, at least one of which is a fuel rod grunt. And this is good cover here. At least 1, 2, and 3. And actually 2 fuel rod grunts that time. Okay, run up here, get their fuel rod ammo.
Find where they're landing first.
Okay, and we're going to run back here. Alright, we don't need... Well, actually we do. We're going to move up on this ghost. Now notice that I've got the right wing forward there, and that seems to be the easiest way to get through this gap. Now I'm bringing the ghost up to a point where I encounter a number of coveys, and this helps to initiate the second despawn skip. Alright, get out of his way, that elite. Pass this grunt here. Oh, there's a sniper up there. Let's get the heck out of dodge. Alright. Going down here. I didn't take too much damage. Thank goodness. Alright, just park him right here. This is where the relay race comes in. We'll run back down here to the other ghost, but first I'm going to grab a Covenant Carbine, so I don't forget later on. Okay, and we're off to the races again. Back to the gap. Notice that the ghost is a little bit quicker. Alright, now it will, when it loses all its boost, it will regen the boost. If you lay off the boost key, it'll regen the boost pretty quick. So basically what I'm doing is I'm boosting and pausing just a second, boosting and pausing, and that seems to be the quickest way to get from point A to point B. Swing the ghost up here and park it. We're going to do this little double cross jump and jump here. Cross jump over to here. Walk up to here. Aim a little bit to the outside of that thingy. Crouch jump, jump. Turning left. Notice the screen freeze. The second skip has now been activated. Sprint jump back across. Back into the ghost, and we're off to the races again. Oh, jeez. Darn containers. Okay, here we go. Now, basically, we're spending about, I don't know, by the time we get back to the cartographer's structure, it'll be around 10 minutes or so. But what we've done, we've basically despawned a lot of coveys that we'd normally have to fight through, including shielded jackals, grunts, that one elite you saw me run by, and at least one of the grunts, or 2 of the grunts, would have had fuel rod cannons. Alright, let's jump out here. Now we're back to the relay races again. We're running, oops, make sure I got ammo. Notice that the ammo respawned there. Wasn't that nice? Okay. Alright, back in the second ghost, and running back up here through this path. Alright, no coveys there. No coveys on the left. No coveys on the right. And actually, when I get up on the platform here, at this level, there's no coveys. Normally there's a couple of 3 grunts and a couple of shielded jackals. And now we have to deal with a camouflage knob, sword elite, 3 grunts, and 2 shielded jackals. Go ahead and take the grunts off first. Notice I'm using this ramp here as cover as much as I can. The coveys all fire at center mass. Basically means they're firing at your heart and chest. So I can just peek over the top here. You can fire at them and they won't hit you. You got to be a little careful. See right there that EMP blast didn't quite make it to me. And I am taking a little bit of fire here. Actually, I'm a little bit lucky because both these guys have plasma pistols. I've had to deal with these guys before where they both had needlers, and needlers can give you a lot of damage real quick. So this is a bit of a break. And once I get this persistent shielded jackal out of the way, the elite, sword elite, will charge. He'll uncover and charge weight on him. Because what will happen a lot of times is that if you approach him, and right there he's starting to throw grenades at me, darn it. But let him come to you, and then hit him with 4 blasts from the fuel rod cannon. Here's 3 and 4, and he's down. That was a little tougher than normal, but hey, we got him. Now we want to pick up his active camo, which went flying across to here and into the cartographer's building. I don't have to run back or get any more ammo or anything like that because there's plenty in here. Now when we get in here, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to set up a couple of little barricades with a technique called crating. And the first one I just saw this morning for the first time was done by Michael W. Smith. And this first one that I'm going to be doing actually keeps a bunch of grunts and a couple of shielded jackals from entering the big room here. And actually makes this particular battle run a little bit quicker. And so thanks to Michael W. Smith for this one. He also had a routine where he was able to get an elite fairly easily, but I tried it and the sucker turned around and nailed me, so I'm going to stick with my old routine, which will be coming up here shortly for that one. But basically what I'm doing is I'm very carefully whacking the crate, this ammo crate and weapons crate over here, and I want it upright, so I'm being very careful with it. And as we'll see in this other crate down here, if you hit it kind of in the middle on the edges, it will spin it around. And that's where you get all the movement from the melee. Which, see, I was being very careful there. I did not want to turn that thing over. And so I'm sort of hitting it in the middle on the edges and spinning it around as I move it forward, and that seems to be the best technique for doing this, especially if you've got to take it a little bit of distance. And there actually is a third crating technique that I found it took long enough that basically I decided not to do it because the enemies, including an elite that came out of a doorway, I was able to take out just about as fast as if I had done the crating. So I am trying to run this run faster, so I decided not to do that third technique, or third crating. Okay, got the blockade or the barricade set up here. I don't need the fuel rod anymore, so I grabbed a full plasma pistol. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to use grenades, which I didn't throw far enough, of course, to knock this container down to the lowest level. That just minimizes me having to beat it around. Okay, there we go. And this is the second crating I'm going to be doing. I'm going to be creating a blockade or barricade on this door. And get this thing set up here. Now with all the skulls on, you have extra strength and shielding and stuff like that, as well as the Coveys and Prometheans if you're in a Promethean mission. But what that means is that when you melee these crates and containers and stuff, there we go, square in the middle. When you melee them, your melees work better. Alright, now we're going to go activate the cartographer. And of course this puts us in a forced cutscene. Ooh, my shields are sparkly. That means I don't have much left, so I have to be a little careful here.
In service of Forerunner Shield World, designate Requiem.
Okay, yada yada yada. Now I can't hear what's being said when I'm doing the voiceover, so please bear with me.
What happened?
Now what's going to happen is some power sources are going to be, waypoints are going to light up that you have to activate, 2 of them. And I just ran by that crate just to make sure that I had ammo, fully ammoed up on the carbine. And notice I went left away from the sand for the first one. And there we go, we've activated that power source, or whatever the heck it is. Now we immediately come out and go left. There's going to be some grunts and shielded jackals, and we want to take them out from distance. The more we take out up here, the less we have to deal with up close. Okay, and I think I get them all.
Usually works in parallel.
There we go, grunts down. I get them all except for that last jackal. I'm trying to fit him in the hands, but not doing a good job of it. And I don't know if you can see, but up there behind him is an elite. Oh, I had an opportunity there, but my hand twitched and I fired over him. Okay, I'm going to have to take him out a little bit closer up. Run back here and ammo up on a carbine. And run down here, and as I do it on the outside of the building, I'm going to be using this ramp as a form of cover to keep him from getting a lot of hits on me. Oh, and he's got a needler. I hate needlers. But notice he's firing into the platform, if you will, because he's trying to hit me center mass. Oh, thank you. He put his head. Showed his head to me, and I was able to get him with a headshot. Okay, I'm running around all the way to the other side here. Ammo up. And I'm going to be taking that elite on from a different direction. And when we get down here, as it turns out, this one decided he's going to be a lot more active than normal. Alright, he kind of sees me. I'm coming down here using this particular little structure, which I think is some kind of transformer, as cover. And actually, I do know that he will walk up to this transformer and then turn around and walk towards the edge, just to the right of the ramp. I've seen that patrolling motion in past runs. And there he goes. And Christ, my sprint's no good, but I get him anyway. And I just know that because I've seen him do that in past runs. If I wasn't sure what he's going to do, then I would have had watched him go into patrol mode to pick the spot I wanted to go after him with, or the routine that he was doing before I made my move. Anyway, we've got the second power source thingy. We want to take out a couple of grunts here, and there, and take out the shielded jackals, and they're down. And thanks to my crating activities, I had about 3 or 4 less coveys that I had to deal with, and here I would have had to deal with 3 grunts and 2 shielded jackals, and they are not there. All I got to deal with up here is that jackal marksman, and he's down. Hit him in the headlights. And now I've got 3 Shielded jackals coming out and 2 elites going over to this platform towards a cartographer's switch, if you will. What I want to do here is take out the 3 jackals. I'm going to deal with the elites from a different side here. Of course, sometimes I can get them right away, and sometimes I can hit the broadside of a barn. Sometimes they show their heads to me, and sometimes they stay shielded like that. And when they do pop up with the shield sideways, I miss them. So this is one of the more frustrating runs for that. Alright. Come on, little jackals. There we go. Got 1. Got 2. Now I got to deal with the 3rd one. I'm not sure where he's at. Of course, I got that guy firing at me. Come on, Jack. Where are you? Well, I might have gotten him early on and not realized it. Sometimes they'll come over down the ramp that I'm going to now. Down this middle ramp. I don't see him. Sometimes they'll run back up to the right from whence they came, and you've got to be patient with them. I still don't see him. Maybe I did get him. All I see are 2 elites up there with one of them firing at me. Actually, I'm firing back. Sometimes, if you can get the elite standing still, you can take him out from distance with the 2 or 3 clips of carbine ammo, but not today. So I'm going to come back over here and use another approach to take out elite number 1. And what I'm trying to do is to get him more or less in that position. I'll come back over to the left side of this, whatever it is, and start peppering him with a plasma pistol. Now I can just see him, and he doesn't see me, so he's just standing there like an idiot. And pop the shields, a head shooting, and he's gone. Alright, now number 2 is in the middle, and I'm firing at him, trying to drive him to the left, because what happens a number of times is that, and I don't know if this is a glitch in the game, but it runs him over to this post just to my left, and he kind of runs right into it and stays there, not moving. I got camo on, and I'm coming up carefully, and boom, he's down. Sometimes he doesn't do that, and you've got to come up with another routine for taking him out. Maybe sometimes coming up the middle or whatever. But eventually he will go to that post. Okay, now I've just got a couple of grunts in here that I got to deal with. And there's 1 down, 2 down, and sometimes there's an elite there, but he wasn't there in that time. Okay, and notice all the coveys behind the door there. They can't get to me. So basically what I did is got a fresh plasma pistol, I ammoed up with carbine ammo, and now I'm off to reactivate the cartographer. Okay, there we go. This time I remembered to skip the cutscene pretty quick. And it took me about 23.5 minutes to get through the cartography building. I was hoping for 20, but 23.5 is not bad. Alright, when we come out of here, a phantom will show up, dropping off some more coveys. And you can try to take out that grunt gunner. Sometimes I'm successful, sometimes I'm not, but once you shoot at him, he's going to start firing at you. Yep. Just wait till he takes off. Alright, come up here on the right side. You don't want to move all the way up to the edge in that circle area because that will activate the elevator in. You want to take out as many of the coveys from up here, from distance, before you go down onto the bridge. Okay, a couple of 3 grunts down. Alright, we're gonna get another one. Okay, there's another one, and actually when the shielded jackals are right below you, you can actually shoot over their shields and headshot them. Alright, I'm just taking my time, trying to take these guys out. Okay, I'm down to, well, I may have gotten them all, I'm not sure. Alright,
Would it have killed
First
you
Cortana
to
just
use
said
the
can't,
elevator?
something about not taking the elevator down. But, alright, there's an elite up here. I'm looking to see if, by the way, I just swapped out my Covenant carbine for a battle rifle. There's the elite. I don't see any grunts or jackals, so I think I got them all. Now what I'm going to do is run down here underneath. I've got several grunts and jackals to take out. There we go. Got him turned around. Alright, jackal's down. Ooh, grunt goes flying up there. Give me your nose. There he is. Alright. So now what I'm doing is I'm advancing up underneath here, and that elite that was back there will advance with me. I want to get him further towards the end of the bridge. Alright, now I'm going back here, and I'm going to try to take out a door gunner grunt on a phantom and a jackal sniper. Ooh, that surprised me. Normally he just sits there and lets me shoot him before he takes off. Alright, I'm going camo now. Looking for that, there he is, looking for that sniper. And sniper's down. Alright. I'm going to go back here and get some, let's see, what am I doing here? Not sure what I'm doing. Yep. I'm just going to go back here and get some more battle rifle ammo. Now what I had found, if you take the door gunner out and the sniper, the elite up here in the middle of the bridge tends to become very inactive. He's just kind of sitting there staring out in the distance, and you can sneak up behind him and take him out. Now I believe because I did not get the gunner, okay, he has become much more active, and he is now actively patrolling. And I'm going to have to be a little more patient with him. And I think actually one time here he sees me. I'm trying to go camo, trying to see where he's at, trying to pick a spot where I can rush him and melee or assassinate him. Yeah, he saw me there. This cost me a little bit of time. And I firmly believe that I'm having to deal with it in this manner because I did not take that gunner out. Every time before, when I've gotten both the gunner and the sniper. Oops, he did see me that time. Get the heck out of Dodge. Okay, when I take them both out, he basically kind of freezes in one position, and this becomes much easier to do. Oh yeah, he's in patrol mode, darn it. Now he sees me again. Run away. Oops, didn't make the jump down below, so I'm going to have to kind of bob and weave back here up on this level. Alright, let's try again. Yeah, this definitely cost me a couple of minutes, I think. Alright. Going camo. Easing around here to see where the heck he's at. Yep, the phantom's gone. Okay, finally. This is normally where he would position himself when I first come up. If I'd have taken both the gunner and the sniper out. Okay, now we've got some more shielded jackals and grunts to take out, and one more elite. And okay, there goes the jackal down. Okay, got that grunt. Grunt's on the left. Alright, and there is a technique by which if you can get him moving on the one side, you can rush the other side and basically run right by him. But I have another technique that I use here, where I get him going in a grenade throwing animation. I'm trying to get him over here on the left. He decides he's going to be in the center. So I'm just kind of strafing here, dodging grenades. Okay, and get him over on the left, and oh, there he goes. He throws a grenade and steps forward and falls off the platform. I laugh every time I see that. And I was able to get rid of him just by using his own mobility against him. Okay, here we go. Then the Banshee. I'm following this path because it seems to work the most for me. Come up here, down, fire one time to get the jackals to dodge. Sideways land the Banshee to try to use as cover, and run up here. Hoping that the concussion rifle elite behind me doesn't nail me. Alright, so first thing we want to do when the door opens is take out these 3 grunts. And there is a grunt and a ghost coming up. Now when I go camo, he tends to turn sideways and I can headshot him. Now immediately rushing the ghost, and I'm going to rush by all the coveys up here, and I'm going to try to pick a path into the inside of this structure up here. Oh, I got nailed by the elite. Okay, taking out the grunts. I got 3 of the 4. And oh,
to secure the tower entrance above us.
Trying to get my shields back there. Of course, the grunt gets in the ghost. So I gotta hijack it again. And I believe I finally got him. Alright, unbeknownst to me. Nope, I didn't. So I'm going to take him out with a ghost. Unbeknownst to me, the elite I missed. The concussion rifle elite I missed. And he ran out and jumped into the second ghost. Now normally a second elite will spawn on the second floor and I have to deal with him. But as it turns out, and I got real lucky here, as it turns out, I switch over to the plasma pistol, EMP the ghost, hijack it. Alright, and now I got to deal with the concussion rifle elite. And notice what I'm doing here. I'm close enough where he's going in a grenade throwing animation. He's going to keep throwing grenades at me, and I'm swinging back and forth, strafing. And when his shields pops, he basically comes right at me, and I'm splattering. Alright, now I'm going to try to do the last skip here, but that's the only reason I'm getting fired at, so I got to take care of this guy. And what I'm doing up here, I'm doing the same thing. I'm getting close enough. Notice that he throws grenades and falls off that second level down to my level. And I'm trying to pop his shields. There go the shields. He turns into a sword elite and comes right at me, but at a kind of a methodical pace, and I'm able to splatter him. So all the enemies are gone. And now I'm going to be doing a jump to do a skip of a final major battle. Jump up to the slippery rock here. Crouch jump up here, and turn camo on and sprint. And by the way, that first jump to the rock was a sprint. I mean, not a sprint, but a crouch jump. And if you shoot over it, over the top, you can actually walk back up to the tip of that thing. But to get to the structure, you have to be right at the tip of that rock, to whatever that bracing structure is. Anyway, we're just about done with the mission here.
While you were and I managed to clear up another transmission from Infinity.
I've accomplished my goal. You know, we got to run this thing out to the end, but basically we're running to an elevator, and the elevator is going to take us up, and then we'll see a cutscene which I'll skip, and that'll be the end of the mission. So I will be uploading this again with a slightly different voiceover for the Requiem SLASO weekly challenge, which I'm not really sure exactly when that's going to be active, but I like to do these challenge things on Mondays, and I'm going to be out of town on Monday for the next couple of weeks, so I'm going to be doing that weekly challenge walkthrough in advance. But here we go up to the end of the elevator, and I'm just kind of bored right now. And there's the cutscene, and I skipped it. End of the mission. I hope this helps you in your Mythic SLASO quest. This is Old and Nakey signing off. Good night, everybody.